big stars at the inaugural Andorra Cycling Masters, a name which doesn't necessarily roll off the tongue.
Nope.
Sounds a bit tennis to me.
Yeah.
No, that's a problem, but I don't want.
kind of
I don't want tennis in my cycling. You know, this is like Kaylee putting orange juice in his cornflakes, which he does do. It's just wrong. It's wrong.
That's very strange.
Even if you've done it since you were a child, doesn't matter. So we had the Andorra Cycling Masters. Primoz Roglic, Isaac Del Toro, Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, all kind of racing each other. Not really.
Yeah.
Kit,
Remco
you
was
were.
apparent, yeah, I was. I mean, I kind of missed it. I didn't realise it was starting at 9 bloody a.m. But which is 8 a.m. for me.
Well, when you're getting paid 150 grand, I mean, you wake up at whatever time they want, you know.
Well, yeah. So it was two. I don't even know why I'm really summarising it like a race, but it was 2 parts. It was an uphill time trial and a mini criterium in Andorra la Vella. I think or Vella, Dane.
It's not Spanish, so I can't answer
enough. But yeah, so essentially, I think
it's Vella, all right?
Yeah,
isn't
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Let's go with
Let's go. Yes, confidence. Yeah. But yeah, so I think the main draw was it's an Andorra cycling tourism Andorra tourism situation. They want to bring more. I don't know. They want to bring more interest.
More cyclists. I thought there were already a bunch of cyclists there.
Notice my hesitation.
Yeah.
But also they wanted to have these 4 or 5 of the biggest names. Remco Evenepoel. They couldn't make the dates work. Apparently, and they wanted a team-free race up a mountain and then around a criterium course. Only 1.5 kilometer course, so it's like 15 times around. So lots of opportunities for fans to see their favourite riders on a poodling ride on a Sunday morning. So the most interesting part, I think, was the time trial, the uphill time trial of 8.53. It's a horse category climb that's been used in the Vuelta, I think the Tour de France a couple of times. They call it La Galina. It's not an easy climb, and they basically just did a straightforward hill climb. And Roglic won by 20 seconds over Pogacar, with Del Toro, I think he was 150 down on the winning time. Vingegaard was 3:45 down, which I felt like was more a death knell for the event than for Vingegaard. Because
did he keep his massive coat on? Was that his what held him back? His Arsene Wenger coat?
Yeah. And then the criterium thing, which our Andorra correspondent described as the weirdest thing, was they all came together. I mean, I think there were a couple of breakaways and whatever, bits and pieces happening on the course, but they all came to the line together. Vingegaard didn't even try. As Del Toro beat Roglic in the sprint with Pogacar just grinning his face off behind them. Roglic won overall, got a ludicrously large trophy and a jersey for his troubles. But yeah, I don't know, it's looked very strange. The vibes were all very awkward.
But did you appreciate how they really tried to sell this one by doing like a photo finish bike throw? Like that does take some skill to try and keep it that close. You have to give the Andorran Cycling Masters that, no?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to think really.
It wasn't quite like post-tour criterium, right? Like there was, it's somewhere between. Is that what we're?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
That's the kind of maybe that's the beauty of it, is that we're still not really sure. Maybe it's Saitama they weren't sure the first year, and it's just like, wait a minute, and it takes a while to until Froome's beating Sagan in a sprint.
There are some times when some French pro team rider wins a Saitama or what's the other criterium? Singapore wins it, and you're like, that wasn't meant to happen.
Just a quick. I looked this up. It's Andorra la Vella. It's like a GL in Italian. You know how that makes that sound?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's all. I just wanted to throw that in there. Yeah.
I'll remember that. I don't know. I mean, we should point out that I think perhaps the most important thing about this event, it seems from the organisers, the amount they talk about it, is that there's going to be a documentary, and it's going to be on one of the major platforms by the end of the year, which is brilliantly vague. If it was going to be on one of the major platforms, they'd already know by the end of the year.
YouTube, does YouTube count?
Maybe it counts.
Probably.
Yeah, it's going to be self-published on YouTube, isn't it? Yeah.
Tubi. There's a lot of these like channels that are on my TV that are that I'm told like, hey, you can watch this on here, and I'm like, I've never heard of this
Never
channel.
heard
That
of this
sounds
before,
it's going to be on one of those probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think so. There's been a bit of discussion on Discord about this over the past 24 hours, and discussion about whether Vingegaard, how much Vingegaard cares, and I think it is absolutely. I'm absolutely confident in saying Vingegaard couldn't care less. Who was there for a couple of dinners, apparently, according to Alex Carrera, Pogacar's agent. They all sat around the table and had dinner together, which never happens at the Tour de France. Like, yeah.
What are they trying to sell us here? What is I enjoyed it because you could there were loads of clips obviously coming out of this, and in every single clip, the only thing you could see on every single photo was you could see just how excited they were to be making such an astronomical amount of money for so little work. And I rate it because obviously they're all very independently wealthy themselves. But they work extremely hard for that. So I'm kind of glad that they get one, this is like a stand-up comedian getting invited to do like the Double Glazing Awards Christmas show or whatever. Or, it's a night off. It's a good money day.
Some corporate douche inviting
a
rapper to his house party. I don't know. I mean, I think you can't, I don't know what the future of it is the thing, because you can't do the same documentary every year. You can't really have Vingegaard turning up and just not doing anything if you're supposed to be doing the cycling masters. Otherwise, you just do a gala dinner.
Do they change the route a little bit, make it?
Well, I think what they need to do is get the top 10 of the Tour, because then you get people like Tobias Halland Johannesson or Kevin Vogelin, who actually will want to try and beat these guys, even with the kind of massive asterisk of nobody's trained for this, nobody cares.
Well,
but these guys will be like, no, but this will be a bit of fun, and we can actually, provide some jeopardy.
I mean, to go back to what we were talking about earlier, if you want people to care, just make it a UCI race. I mean, I know that's funny to say, but that
will not turn up.
I don't know. I mean, Asana will turn up in force, right?
Yeah, true.
So
for the time trial one, surely do like Pogacar would start last and have to try and chase everyone.
Yeah.
That's what I would want to see. That should be all time trials, to be honest. Any other thoughts on the Andorra? It's kind of the perfect way to wrap up the season, I think. You have like the crunch time of the relegation and like this real sporting intrigue that you sort of managed to like half organically manufacture, if you can manufacture anything organic. But then at the same time, it's like, no, here's like this preposterous, moneyed Andorran event.
Well, at least it's in Andorra. Events like this often happen in states with less savory records of human rights. So at least this one is in Andorra.
Worst thing about Andorra...
tax haven.
Tax haven.
What's worse? I mean, it's not that bad, right? There's way worse than that.
Yeah.
Pretty isolated. If you're in Andorra all year round, you can get pretty isolated, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds fine, though. I'm okay with that, That sounds great, actually. Isolating oneself. Yeah.
And with that, I think we're going to isolate ourselves for at least a few seconds and take us out of the A block. And after a quick break, bring us back into the B blocks.